Hi, I'm Danee Barnett. We run a test on every patient that comes through our weight loss program called bioimpedance analysis, and I'd like to just take a moment to show you what the test is and what it shows with a typical patient. This is what the test looks like. This is an example of a man, and this is a very typical classic example. This is on the first day of the program. We can see that he weighs 264 pounds. Of his total weight, 65.1% is lean and 34.9% is fat. He's burning 2,430 calories every 24 hours. Everyone wants to tell me when I tell them that for the 24-day detox, when you're consuming 600 to 800 calories, that of course you would lose weight. And of course you would, but not nearly this much. The products that we give you make it be much more than it would by calorie restriction alone. We see he's burning 2430. I ask you not to exercise because you're not eating enough. So if we do some math, he's burning 2430. If I subtract the 800 that he was eating, we can see he was on a 1,600 calorie a day shortage. He did that for 24 days times 24 equals 39,000 calories. We also know it takes a 3,500 calorie deficiency to lose 1 pound. So if we divide the 39,000 by 3,500, he should have lost 11 or 12 pounds in that 3 weeks, which most people would be thrilled with. But instead of 12 pounds, we can see he lost 28. His weight went from 264, now he's 236. The lean body mass is rising, the fat mass is dropping just as we hoped. At this point, he's burning 2,240 calories every 24 hours. It's slightly less because he weighs almost 30 pounds less. As your weight goes down, this number continues to drop. At this point, I wrote a 1,600 calorie maintenance diet for him to follow, which should have resulted in his losing 1.5 pounds a week. When he came back 8 weeks later, he had only lost 3 pounds. 236 is now 233, but look what actually happened inside his body. His lean body mass increased from 158 pounds to 166, meaning he built 8 pounds of muscle. 77 pounds of fat is now 66. So he did burn 11 pounds of fat, which is the 1.5 pounds a week. Now, the most important thing is, even though he weighs less in this test than he did on this test, his metabolism was climbing because we're actually building muscle. So in a very brief period of time, this 66-year-old man went from being 65% muscle to 71.5% muscle, which is a much healthier body composition. 3 things happen as we age. We have less muscle, we have more fat, and we're generally drier. By going through my program, we reverse all of those things. You leave here with more muscle, less fat, and generally much better hydrated. So before we go, I'd like to show you an illustration that clearly indicates what we're trying to accomplish by going through the program. So our program is really not about being skinny, it's about being healthy. What we're trying to do is this is an example of the inside tissue of a person with excess fat and a little bit of muscle. We spend 24 days burning up as much fat as humanly possible, and then the rest of our lives are spent creating more muscle and eating so that we don't store excess fat. That excess fat transfers into arteries, liver, everywhere. It's not just an annoying lump in your clothing. It goes very deep and it's really unhealthy. So I'll look forward to seeing you. Let's do this.